Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Green Lantern Movie Masters Sinestro action figure set by Mattel. This figure set is part of the second wave of the Green Lantern Movie Masters line, and the entire Movie Masters line contains the Parallax Collect and Connect figure. This set was first released in 2011, around the time of the Green Lantern live action movie, and I found this set on a website called entertainmentearth.com, and I'll post a link to it to the web store down below. And I ended up paying about $17 for this set. Taking a look at the figure here in the package, you can see Sinestro here, who has a very strong resemblance to the actor that played Sinestro in the live action movie, which is pretty cool. And this figure does come with a display base behind the figure there. And down below you can see the Collect and Connect part for Parallax. On the back here we have nice pictures here of the figures and the Collect and Connect figure. Here we have a description of the Green Lantern Movie Masters. And here we have all of the parts for Parallax up to the point of this set's release. On there are up to 6 so far with the Sinestro release. And over here we have the figures from the second wave of the Movie Masters line. We have Not Kaloy at number 4, Sinestro at number 5, and Isomat Call at number 6. And it looks like the piece that comes with Sinestro is right here, the arm, or a portion of an arm, I should say. We'll be right back and have Sinestro here out of the package. Alright, we're back and we have Sinestro here out of the package, and first up, let's go ahead and take a look at the items that come included with the Sinestro figure. And we have here the Collect and Connect piece that comes included with Sinestro, and it's a partial limb. The figures from the first wave of the Green Lantern Movie Masters all came with essentially the same piece. It was a bendy wire limb, and with Sinestro here, he comes with a partial arm, and it's not bendy wire but actual solid plastic, and it's pretty interesting. You can see here a port to add the other end of the limb here, and you can see the ball joint for the, I guess, the shoulder area, if you can call it a shoulder area, with the peg here. And it's very interesting with this particular piece. It's very ratchety, and you can hear it, and the loud clicking on there. So very interesting on this particular joint on there. You can see some more of the details of this limb. You can see it looks like a gaping mouth here, an eye here, and it looks like a rib cage there. So pretty gruesome tendril or appendage or whatever you want to call it, but more unique than the Collect and Connect pieces that came in the first wave. But this is the Collect and Connect piece that comes with Sinestro. Now, another item that came included with the figure is the display base, and I haven't even removed it from the partial packaging here. And it's a simple green translucent base, and with nothing describing it as Green Lantern or Movie Masters, simply the words China on there from where this base was manufactured. And it does have a single peg here to place the bottom of the foot of the figure on. And as you can see, I don't ever plan to actually remove it from this packaging here, because the figures stand well on their own, so I really have no use for this at the moment. Now on to the Sinestro figure, and this is a really cool figure. Now this is a Movie Master figure, so of course the sculpt and style of these figures best represent characters from the movies. And this one, it has a very strong resemblance to the actor that played Sinestro in the live-action movie. And it is very, very cool. He's got the very pinkish face on there, and it's pretty neat on the sculpt. I don't know if you can pick up the details of this. Let me just move the camera a little closer. Hopefully you can see some of the details that are on the face. It's very cool. There are, I guess, scars from his, from his days of battling foes throughout the universe. And it's very, very cool on there. You can see the very high forehead that was typical of Sinestro, and you can see his hair. The detail on it is subtle, but it's very cool if you really take notice of it. You can see the strands of hair in the sculpt. It's very nice. And of course he had a very close cropped haircut. And if you can see here, hopefully the screen picks it up, but there's a bit of a fade to his hair on the back, so it's not completely, I guess, shaven off on there. So that's kind of cool. And also, if you look at the face sculpt, you can see one of the few giveaways that you knew that Sinestro wasn't really satisfied with the Green Lantern Corps and had intentions of leaving it. If you look, hopefully the screen picks it up, but the pupils on his eyes are yellow, which is really cool on there. And of course he's got the mustache there. But very cool face sculpt. I really, really like it. And looking at the rest of the figure here, you could see the movie version of this, I guess, power suit. And what's cool about the Movie Masters figures is that, at least for the humanoids, the sculpt on the power suits are unique. They're not all the same. And I have a Hal Jordan figure here, just for comparison. You can see they have both metallic, I guess, sheen to their suits. But Sinestro's is just a little duller than Hal Jordan's. And you can just see in the sculpt it's very unique. It's very, very neat. And the figure used for Sinestro is not a simple reuse as well. It's an individual sculpt. If you just line up the two figures, you can see that Sinestro is a bit taller than Hal Jordan, which is typical from the comics and movies. Sinestro is taller and leaner, and it's reflected in the sculpt as well, so that's very nice. Some more details on the suit. You can see the Green Lantern logo that's sculpted into the chest area of the suit. It's very neat, and I really like the line work that's on here. You can see the back of the figure. You see some more sculpted lines on the back. Very, very cool. And another telltale sign that Sinestro was not entirely with the Corps. He has his ring on his left hand, which is typical of Sinestro in the comics. He wore his ring on his left hand. Trying to remember if he had it when he was a Green Lantern. I'm pretty sure it was. I just really didn't notice it until he replaces his ring at the end of the movie. And that's a spoiler, I guess. On the after credits, they show him putting on a yellow power ring. But the movie is long been since release on video, so I figure that's spoilers. Is a given. So, but anyways, continuing on, you can see the bottom half of the figure here is in a more flat color, green, non-colored plastic. But you can see the sculpt here of the on the line work on the leggings. Very cool. You can see it's a very lean figure here. And the hair is on the lower leg, and you have his feet, very narrow feet there. So very cool figure, and so far this is my favorite figure from the Green Lantern Movie Masters line. I just think it's really cool. It does really represent Sinestro from the movie very, very well. Now going over the articulation, the head can go all the way around and can go side to side and barely up and down, which is unfortunate. Would have been a nicer range of movement, especially for the flight poses and stuff, but it doesn't. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in, but just barely. I think it's due to the sculpt of the shoulder for these humanoid figures. The arms do go all the way around at the bicep, and they do bend at the elbow, and the figure's hands rotate at the wrist. There is no torso articulation, unfortunately, and I think they did not want to ruin the sculpt by adding a torso joint there. But the torso can go all the way around at the waist. And the legs can go up, down, to the back very far, and out to the side very far. No thigh cut on the figure. That's one thing I think that they should have added is a swivel cut at the thigh. The knees do bend in and out, as well as rotate all the way around. And the feet do bend up and down and can go all the way around. Overall, a great representation of the movie figure, or a character. And I really am happy with this Sinestro figure. I really dig it. This is my casual peek into the Green Lantern Movie Masters Sinestro action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.